Okay, headed to the back. I'll show you what I accomplished today. Definitely not what I was planning, but still got quite a bit done. As you notice, I did cut the grass. But he loves the lake. Well, I'm surprised earlier for like 2 hours or more he didn't even go in. He was just laying up here. Anyway, as you guys saw earlier in the preview video when I was walking through earlier, there was a ridiculous amount of brush all over in this area that I'd cut down a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago. I was just going to get a brush hog and cut it up, but I decided to get out of the way for now. And then everything back in here, this was just overgrown brush like this. And lots of little trees, and I went through and cut it all out. And then mowed it down as best I could. I really need a tractor, because this riding lawnmower just doesn't cut it. It gets stuck a lot. And it's not designed for brush hogging. So, yeah, I got all this cleared out of here. Still a couple more trees I'm going to take down, because I want to make this into, as I explained earlier in the video, come around this corner here and kind of pull into here. Will be like the driveway area. So, I might have to take this tree down. It's a nice tree, nice thick one. Or maybe I'll leave that one there. And I'll take this one down because it's not as big. And then these two here. And that one. And I found a nest of some kind of bees. Stay back. There they are, they're showing up on the... Kune, get back. But there's some kind of hive of these yellow bees down in there. And I didn't notice them at first. And I got stung about a dozen times. And it hurts a lot. I drove over them with the lawnmower earlier too, and didn't seem to faze them. They left me alone, but they're little bastards. The one thing I forgot to bring... Come here, buddy. Now, get back. Stay away from there. We're gonna have to kill them. Anyway, back to touring. My original plan was, the fence is gonna come down along this fence line, this forest line here, and I was originally just gonna clear out and go around the entire property and do like a, little 5-foot wide section down through the woods along where I want to do the fence. But then I got started clearing along the edge, and I just like, I still got time. So I need to start clearing an area for my garage building or whatever, because I need to get something built out here so I can store stuff and stay out here, rest, cool or heat the place or whatever. So, anyway. So, I was going to do more, but my back's getting sore. But I still went through here and cut as much of the small stuff as I could. Ran through here with the mower. A bunch of these just need to be pulled out of the way. A lot of the stuff is cut off at the ground. I just need to pull it out. But I was getting tired. Come here, buddy. Get up here now. Stay out of the forest. Yeah, this is all cut off, and I was gonna get to cutting up these trees over here to get them out of the way, but again, my back's sore. I'll get to it eventually. But here's where you see it's just a drop off into the lower part of the property right here. So, which is pretty cool. So, one day I'm gonna eventually clear everything, but you know, until then, so I cut through here, and eventually I need to come down through this path here and cut back all of these trees, all these small trees and stuff, and dig this out and level it, and that way I can, you know, drive it when and if I ever get a tractor. I really need to get one really bad, but I need to level this out and make it possible for a big tractor to get up and down this easily, so I can go down to the lower part of the property. And then I'll eventually want to get fencing and put fencing along here, or some kind of rope hand bridge, you know, just for safety reasons and to keep the dogs from trying to climb down the edge, because Buddy's climbed over the edge a few times. Kune, come here, stay back. So, I remove all these trees. It's a nice little walking path at the moment, but nothing else can really get down in there. So, and then while I was exploring earlier, or walking around you'll see in another video, the initial walking, you know, for my fence, showing the property line or whatever, for where I was going to put the fence at. I found a big old pile of trash back, well, it wasn't huge, but I saw like 4 or 5 cans, or, you know, glass bottles and some cans and stuff back there in the corner. And of course I went back there to clean it up and found about a dozen or more cans buried in the woods, buried in the leaves. But I got all of that out. And then, come on, buddy. This I'd already cleared, you know, months ago when I first came out here. And for some reason I didn't notice. I guess there was just a bunch of leaves on it. But there was a whole bunch of trash right over in this area. And I'm assuming there was leaves over it because I didn't see it. But when I came back out here with my parents a couple weeks ago, they noticed it. But there were dozens and dozens and dozens of glass bottles and cans and stuff here. And most of them are broken. I'm still finding pieces of glass. Let's see. Don't need the dogs to step on this or run it over with the lawnmower tire and pop it, or I'm more worried about the dogs puncturing their paw or whatever. I dug through this for like 30 minutes earlier, but I'm still finding stuff. Anyway, I can dig at this forever, I'm sure. Now my biggest concern, because I found stuff all around this tree and back in around here and laying right here. But one thing I really hope is not the issue. There's this big mound of dirt right here. I hope that's not a pile of trash that they covered with brush. You know, like a compost pile of their trash. Eventually I'll need a tractor to get that dug up, but that better not be trash under there. I'm gonna be pissed. It's bad enough that I keep finding stuff after I've cleaned everything else up front. Thankfully it wasn't as much as some people. So anyway, we came, I got all that cleared from about where the mower is all the way back to about right here, and then some paths, and then this is all cut down. So I'm about 30 or 40 feet from the creek ledge. So once I got started clearing over there, I was hoping to get all this cleared out and get it done all the way up to the creek edge, but I got tired and there's other stuff I needed to do that were more important, so I had to get that done. Alright guys, let's start heading back. Hey Nikila, I love you, Barbara. Alright, come on guys. And then, man, I'm just finding foam everywhere. Now this I accidentally ran over a couple months ago when I was first out here cutting, so there's little pieces of foam everywhere. But when I was clearing over here, I kept finding huge sheets, like huge chunks of it. Like here's another piece that's like 3 or 4 inches wide, but I was finding stuff like 12 by 18 inches, big old sheets of foam hidden in the brush all over there. I found like a dozen sheets of it. It's like, who the heck is like spreading this stuff all over their freaking property? And of course, you know, I missed some of it the first time I went cutting through here and got little pieces of foam everywhere, which are going to be a nightmare to clean up. Someday. Alright. Oh, here we go. There's a napkin. We can put the glass shards I found in here. Make it easy to carry them back to the car area, the trash. Alright, hey buddy boy. Alright, let's head back to the car. Come on, buddy boy. See you guys later.